Want to learn how to make perfect angel wings with a jig? Hello Live Wires, Heather Boyd Wire here, and today I'm going to show you how to make these beautiful beaded angel ornaments using the Artistic Wire Jig Kit to make the wings. So without further ado, let's get wired. I'm using 20 and 22 gauge artistic wire, 6mm glass faceted beads, a 12mm pearl bead, and a 14mm berry bead. I'm using the Artistic Wire Deluxe Jig Kit to make the wings. My tools are the Beadalon Slimline Series chain nose and round nose pliers, their Glimmer Series nipper tool, their nylon jaw pliers, and their bail making pliers. I'm starting with 15 inches of 20 gauge artistic wire, and I'm going to place it on the jig in the center of the wire. You can pause the video and screenshot the jig peg configuration, or you can find this template and more in my Wire Angel Wings ebook. We're going to put it at the center peg, bring it up on both sides, push it down and curve it around. These are the second largest size pegs in the kit. Bring it around the bottom of the wing, curve it as you go, and bring it around the next peg. These are the smallest size pegs in the kit. Keep curving the wire around, going to the next peg, bringing it around the peg, making sure we're holding the wire down. Bring it right around and up, and we want to curve it around that larger peg. We're going to bring it around all the way like that. That will form the spiral, but we're going to leave it like that for now. You can push the wire down a little bit more and do the other wing, curving it as you go so it has a nice whimsical look to it. Bringing it around, curve it, hold it down so it won't pop off the pegs, and continue to form the rest of the wing, curving the wire and bring it up, and we want to go over that larger peg. Holding it down, bringing the wire right around and beyond the top of the peg, and we're going to trim those wires. So making sure the wires look about the same. Remove it from the jig and clip them in the same position so our spirals will be the same size. Using your flush cutters or nipper tool, now we'll get the bail making pliers, and using the smallest part of the pliers we're going to form a closed loop, holding the end of the wire and rotating it in to make that loop. Just rotate your wrist to bring the wire around, pushing it down to form the spiral. Do the same on the other side. Take the end and turn it around. If it's easier, go to the opposite side. However you're comfortable holding the pliers, and we'll do our spiral, pushing it in. So there's our basic shape. We can get the smaller round nose pliers to do little fine tuning on the spirals, and then get the nylon jaw pliers to press everything more flat. You can just push on those loops to flatten them out a little bit. Same on the other side. Just give it a good little push and do any little adjustments with your hands to bring the spirals so they fit right in at the top of the wings. Might take a little bit of wiggling. The artistic wire is nice and soft. I wouldn't advise using German style wire because it's half hard and might be difficult to work with on the jig. This softer wire is easy to sculpt and get the shape that you want. I'm going to get a 12-inch piece of 22 gauge wire, just do a little loop in the end so the beads don't come off, and put a bunch of 6mm glass faceted beads. From there, we're going to bend the wire about 4 inches from the end, 4 to 5 inches. Hook it on at the top of the wings. Hold it firmly and twist the wire around. You could do it a couple of times, and you want the wire sticking straight up. From there, we're going to push the beads so they go right against the wings. And we want to twist the other side. So make sure there's no slack. We're going to hold it firmly in place. Take the end and wind it around. You could do it a couple of times if you like. With the thinner wire, it works. Bring it all the way around a couple of times. You could also use 24 gauge if you don't have 22. Pinch the wires in close together, bring them straight up. Here's our angels so far, and now we're going to put a 12mm pearl bead on both of the wires. Push it right down so it's firmly in place. Wiggle it around so it sits right in there. Might have to do a little bit of squeezing and wiggling. Separate the wires at an even angle, and we will do our twist. So we want to hold the bead and twist the wires. Keep them at an even angle so the twist is going to be even. You can make about 3 inches of the twist. Bend it out at an angle and form the halo. The 22 gauge wire is nice to work with. It would be a little too stiff with the 20 gauge to do this twisted halo. Hold it firmly in place and bring the ends around a couple of times and finish it at the back. Pull it firmly, clip it with the flush cutters, get right in there and clip it flush, bring it around. You can do any little adjustments that you need to get it even. And there's your beautiful beaded angel. Now for this one, I made a little loop in between the wings that is perpendicular to the wings. So you would make that loop before putting it on the jig. And we're going to use the 20 gauge wire this time to form the body. We want to hold it in place and wind the wire around one time this time, because the 20 gauge wire is thicker. We're going to twist one of the wires around and clip it because we only want one wire to go through the bead this time. This is a good solution if your bead has a smaller hole. Take our berry bead. These beads are really fun to work with, especially with holiday designs. We're going to bend the wire above the bead and form our halo. I will link up all my materials in the description below the video. These beads are also great to make snowman earrings. Bring the wire around, hold it with the nylon jaw pliers, twist the end around to the back a couple of times. You can go 3 times if you like. Clip the end with the flush cutters and pinch in that little pokey end with the chain nose pliers, and do any little adjustments that you need. You can do this by hand, just making sure the wings are even. And there's your beautiful beaded angel with the crystal beads and the berry bead. Thanks so much for watching the video. Be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for lots more wire art and jewelry making tutorials. Join the Wire Makers Club on Facebook to share pictures of your wire art and wire jewelry. Hop over to the Wire Lady TV channel every Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time, where I troubleshoot new ideas for wire art and jewelry, and I welcome your ideas and special requests. Be sure to check out my Wire Angel Wings ebook, linked up in the description below the video, to find the pattern for these angel wings and many more. You can use the coupon code SAVE25 to save 25% when you purchase any 5 templates, tutorials, or ebooks in my Etsy DIY shop. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you the next time.